I feel like my suggestion is to read your book. Right now I'm dangerous. I felt like shit, being treated like shit. Typically by Thomas. David, Elijah. Moses didn't really, but someone really had it bad before Moses. Moses was a savior. Saved someone who was really feeling like shit. I don't break stuff. No. Jeremiah, you start wrathing, start breaking shit. Everything got broke up then. You laugh. You know the wrath. Splish, splash, splish, splash, splish, splash. Unicorn wrath. So anyway, they won't put me on the radio or TV or anything like this. So I'm gonna I didn't want to give the best teachings through YouTube. That's all I can do. Jihad, and I'm a Taoist. Jihad. So yeah, I know the best thing to do is just teach and teach and teach. Apostle Alexander wouldn't die, and he just kept teaching while they're crucifying him. He's kick-ass. He's such a legend. So when I teach, they know, and when then they know, then they're F-U-C-K, man. No, K, the K knowledge. They know what they're doing. So no excuses, they're much less forgivable. So this is going to be a talk I was going to put on the radio, and it's going to start with adultery, because we'll get people listening, you know. Start talking about religion, everyone will turn the radio station off. Start talking about adultery. I've mentioned, I imagine, before in videos, I probably have explained this. I'm pretty sure I have explaining in a Decalogue video. So I don't know why I'm even here still, if you haven't learned. So it has nothing to do, lying to your wife in any sort of manner is somewhat adulterous, because you made a promise to God, true God, with Jesus or anything. I'm not sure how you made the promise. You made the promise unto the Lord. Good willing prayer that you made to remain honest and faithful and true to your wife. That's the lie, basically. You're lying to God. That's the adultery. So in the title adultery is thinking that you're the adult, when these are all children. These are all very silly little lambs, children. No matter how cool and intelligent and kick-ass and monk and minister and super world leader of religion, you're still just a yeah, so bad. So thinking you're the adult in a situation, thinking that you'll get away with stuff, thinking that you have adult control over situations and you're the be-all and end-all, thinking you can get away with a crime. See, thou shalt not steal doesn't mean take petty theft at all. That's a bit to do with kidnapping stars and taking names and rosaries and ovaries. But that means they don't want to tell you about it, because then everyone will be doing it. Now everyone's doing it, so it might be better that everybody knows about it. So thou shalt not steal a bar of chocolate. That's not what that means. That's kidnapped. Thou shalt not take your neighbours' names and family names and their ovaries and things, their achievements. This theft of a chocolate bar is adulterous, however. So adultery covers minor theft, because you're acting like, the shopkeeper didn't know I stole his chocolate bar, I'm happy, and you skip off away as if that's the end of it. And you never really take a moment that God is very aware that you just nicked Mr. Hindy's chocolate bar from his shop. And he's kind of peed off that you didn't consider that at all. And you're running around skipping and laughing as if you're the adult, or as if you got away with it. So technically, atheism is a good way of explaining adultery. Thou shalt not be an atheist, because people just say like, oh, I'm an atheist, I don't have to believe in that kind of stuff. And it could affect everybody. Like, that's the thing about it. Like, if you're doing something terrible, like fornicating with my wife or screwing with me in certain sort of ways, or doing things you're really not supposed to do, and people go out of their way to investigate in the Bible and do all these things again just to see what kind of effect it has. It's so frustrating. It'd be heartbreaking, you know, if I was kind of like God or the Lord and I delivered a book onto you explaining all the things that I wouldn't find preference in, and then you purposely do it, the things I asked you not to do, in some sort of sodomistic inquiry or investigation. I'd be like, I'm sorry I told you anything. I'm sorry you weren't smart enough to deal with it in a legitimate adult capacity. So, yeah, that's what I'm teaching them, because they're a lot of them just like use atheism as an excuse to do whatever they want, or like, you know, this is actually a terrible thing. They use their reasoning to justify their wrongdoings. I gave a knock about this when I was a kid. I had a justification of theft, a Buddhist-y kind of justification for theft. I'm not going to explain it here, I figured it out much better now, it's much more sophisticated, but I realised I was really ashamed for using my reasoning to justify wrongdoing, and my reasoning was a gift to justify probably rightness and things, and I was using this. So they used their adulterous capacities, lying and cheating and stealing all the time, to against a good purpose. Like, I don't know, it's probably given to you good willing, if anything, or allowed or maintained with you good willing. You don't use it good willing. So I have a lot of rich psychopaths. I mean, these are the wealthiest people in the world. That's what I mean. But they're not much smarter now, so they're still not committed to adultery. You'll change. You'll start living your life differently, knowing you can't close a door without presence about you. You start living with it and working with it, and life gets much more interesting and much more rewarding than thinking like a cold, barren, atheist kind of modern feeling, maybe nihilistic. Nihilism really oughtn't to be, you know, a philosophy that you follow. It's like a function. It's like a metaphysical function, a thought process you use to examine things like knowledge and your beliefs and stuff. You don't really follow into it, nihilism, but you keep it with you as a tool, like a sea cleaner or something like this. You know, you're checking stuff, you keep testing the validity of your knowledges and things that you have on you. But it's like they say, like nihilism is an excuse they use to do terrible things like murder or rape, or just be like, why would you want to do these things if you're a nihilistic? You wouldn't want to do anything if you're actually a nihilist. Like Taoist Buddhist kind of nihilist. But I'm getting all these rat stripes on my head. You can see them. Anger stripes. I'm screaming. It's making myself so much wrathing. I'm like Yoda. He must have had a bad time before he went to take it to hide into holy perdition, while the whole universe probably fell into holy perdition while Yoda was in hiding in David. And he had no screens or phones or flat surfaces, as you'll notice in Dagobah. Not there yet. So yep, thou shalt not be adulterous, and God knows thy name. Everything you do, everything you will do, probably actually set it out for you as a path or a test for your own experience. Very deterministic in that. But yeah, nowhere to run to, nowhere to hide. That's adulterous as well, you know. If you build a big cavern in the mountains to survive a holy apocalypse, it's like Cain standing in the field trying to hide. God would only be offended and destroy you one way or another. A big meteor down and crush your mountain base, or a meteor will tear through your space base, or a whale will just smash up your submarine that you're hiding in. Yeah, so I should commit to adultery and stop messing with me. I'm grown-ups now. I'm compass mentis split.